Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Daughter of Increase. My name is Denise for those of you who are new to the channel or who just happened to stumble across this video, and I am the founder and CEO of Daughter of Increase Ministries, that is DOI Ministries. And here on this channel, I hope you guys to increase in your faith and relationship with God and Christ through Bible studies, book reviews, discussions, and more. And I do that by posting twice a week, every Wednesday and Saturday, and occasionally on Tuesday. So if you have not done so already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click the bell to stay notified of when I post a new video, to like this video, and to share this video on your social media platforms with a family member or with a friend. And as you guys can see, I am back with another movie review. This might be my third, because I did Redeeming Love, I did The Most Reluctant Convert, and now I'm doing this, which is The Pilgrim's Progress. And the reason I'm doing this as a movie vlog is because I wanted to initially read the classic from John Bunyan, which is right here. And it's The Pilgrim Progress. This is the Penguin's Classic edition in the black spine, so like the spines are all black. And yeah, I'm like on a classic kick, if you would have seen from my last couple of hauls. And the thing with classics are they are slightly intimidating. I read classics in high school and college. They weren't that complicated back then, but now as an adult I feel like they're complicated. It's so weird. But yeah, I wanted to give this one a go because I know that this one is a Christian allegory, and I want to get into a lot more Christian allegory novels and a lot more fantasy novels, because those I tend to enjoy. And so yeah, we have this from John Bunyan, and they actually have it on Prime Video. If you are a part of Amazon Prime, you can watch it, or I think you can pay to watch it, but they have the animation version. And I did start watching it a couple weeks ago, and it was too good, so I stopped it so that I could actually make this into a movie vlog. And so yeah, I'm going to actually read the synopsis on the back of the book and then read what they say for the movie and everything. I am going to be doing a full review, so I have my setup already done on my laptop. I'm using Notion. I may show what my Notion looks like if you guys are interested. I compiled my Notion using a bunch of different templates. So my Notion houses like my reading stuff, my movie stuff, my school stuff, my work stuff, everything like that. But I specifically made a movie template, another movie template on top of the movie template I already had. And so yeah, I have it all set to go. Put this in full screen. There we go. And so yeah, so on the back of this, as I said, is a classic. It says, "The fire is the work of grace that is wrought in the heart." In John Bunyan's classic allegory, Christian abandons his family in the city of destruction and sets off to find salvation. His path is straight but not easy. He is beset by trials, including the terrible violence of the destructive Apollyon and the giant Despair, as he pursues his pilgrimage through the Slough of Despond, the Delectable Mountains, and Vanity Fair, towards the Celestial City. In the second part of the narrative, his wife, Christiana, is escorted by Greatheart through the same difficult terrain. Written with the urgency of persecuted faith and a fiery imagination, The Pilgrim's Progress is a spiritual as well as a literary classic. And so this also has like introductions, chronology, and other things, suggested further readings and stuff like this. And this, I have not read it yet, but I'm gonna be watching the movie. I'll leave it linked down below if you want to watch it on Amazon. But just to show you guys, here's what that looks like. Right there you go. And so on here it just says, "The Pilgrim's Progress was written over 340 years ago by John Bunyan when he was in prison." That's interesting. Did not know that. The story has been smuggled to the underground church during communism, banned for a time in China, and has sold more copies than any other book other than the Bible. The journey of this remarkable work continues as Revelation Media brings the story to a new generation using the state-of-the-art CGI animation. And so this movie is marked at 1 hour and 58 minutes. I don't know why I put 48, but 58 minutes is what it's marked at. And this is a kid-friendly movie. It's definitely family-friendly, so you can watch it with your children. Some things might go over their heads, but it's pretty interesting. I know some of the characters include Christiana, his wife, and you have Evangelist, I think that's what they call him. And there is this it's just so good. It's so good. So if you have not seen The Pilgrim's progress, the animation. For what I did watch, I think I watched about 15-20 minutes of it. It was so good, and so definitely I would recommend you guys watch it. I will show clips here and there throughout. Obviously I don't want to get you know, copyrighted and all that, but I am excited. I'm excited. And then I will eventually get to reading this book, but I'm super stoked for this. Yeah, so there's a man named Evangelist, obviously Christian and Christiana. There's a man named Obstinate. It's so funny. And I love this classic edition just because, like I mentioned in my haul, it has scriptures to help you further understand and notes on the side. So it gives you like scriptures of where things are coming from, which is going to be very helpful for me when I'm reading. And so I definitely will have a reading vlog on that classic specifically, which will probably kickstart me reading like classics and allegories on this channel, because I know a lot of C.S. Lewis's work is like Christian allegory. I also have another one from, I think her name is Hannah Hunnard. This cover here, that book, I have that, which is also a Christian allegory, and she has another one which I put in my Amazon cart already. I'll be ordering soon. It's about $8. But yeah, let's start with another movie vlog. I'm super excited. I had breakfast already. I just had some strawberry banana yogurt with a bit of granola, quite a bit of granola, and I'm going to attempt to drink all of this water before I have coffee. I really want coffee. I'm really tired, but I want to attempt to have coffee. It is currently 10:02 in the morning. I got back in the house about 8:30ish. I took my son to school early, so I just been lounging around, catching up on a couple of animes and doing some work and setting up my Notion template. So yeah, you guys can see I'm in my new setup again on the couch. Yes, I love it. You get to see my little fairy lights up here. You get to see my squishmallows, a little bit of my desk. I was gonna do a desk tour, but I have a sponsorship happening soon, which I'm super excited for. I'm teaming up with a brand, and so I will have my video for my desk tour coming soon, because it's in collaboration with that brand, and it's a well-known brand. Everybody knows about the brand. But yeah, when that stuff comes, I'll be doing my desk setup officially. It's set up, and I still got little things and knickknacks to fix and here and there, so it gives me time to finish setting it up the way I want. But yeah, I'm gonna go and let's get started with this movie vlog. Alright guys, so I am 40 minutes and 13 seconds into the movie. I'm past the part that I had originally saw. And yeah, I am thoroughly enjoying the movie. It's really good. I definitely would say it's a family friendly movie. However, your children may not understand everything that is going on. There are certain things that you may have to explain to your kids simply because the conversations are very much so more mature, and not mature as in like out of the world, but there is talk of morality, legality, you know, worldly thinking, fear and things like that. And so certain parts of the movie you will have to break down to your kids. I know that there is a children's companion to the book, so like there's a children's edition to it that I definitely want to get because it's really pretty and really big. But yeah, I am thoroughly enjoying it. So I have about an hour and 17 minutes and 30 seconds left. Unfortunately, I cannot speed this up, so I'm like literally having to sit and watch the whole thing, which is fine. My son gets out of school in another hour and 45 minutes, so I'm going to try to finish it out. I did take my time watching it, been in between doing work and things like that. Plus, I'm taking time because I'm typing up notes. So let me show you guys quickly where I am in the movie, right? Okay, so this part of the movie, Christian is back walking, but he has gotten in trouble with, or rather not him, but the people from the town of Not Cursed got in trouble with the evil dragon, is what I'm going to call him because I know he's a dragon. And then over here is where I have like my favorite quotes and stuff like that. So here is what this is looking like. So we have that. Oops, let's get this to focus. You don't want to focus? Thank you. So we just have the movie post in the trailer, then it goes into the characters, the message I'll do at the end, favorite scene so far that I've had, quotes that I've loved. This part here is like feelings from the movie or during the movie, and so that's what I marked up. We have my thoughts and notes throughout. I'll put my mini review and then would I recommend it, of course, yes. But yeah, that is that. That's how that's going. As far as my water, I have not drunk that much water. I don't like water. For people who know me, who've seen my previous videos, I don't like water. So drinking water is definitely like a struggle for me to do. I do have the powders. I have electrolyte powder for my water, and then I have the kind of flavoring drops for your water. I'm trying to drink this straight today. We'll see. It's 33.3 fluid ounces. So some people, y'all can knock this out quickly. This typically would take me about 3 days. So I didn't get coffee, but I did pour some ginger ale in my Starbucks cup, and I had a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to the movie. So far I'm enjoying it. Christian is definitely learning along the way. He is meeting some interesting people outside of Evangelist. He met, let's see, he met Help. That literally was that person's name. The man's name was Help. He's met Worldly Wiseman, which was kind of like this wealthy rich man who thought he knew everything and that money could do, you know, pretty much whatever. And then he met Legality, which was basically stuck on commandments and rules and regulations and stuff like that. And so the topics and the discussions had in the movie, as an adult, you understand, especially if you know the word of God. It's very enlightening. It's very amazing. And like I have some favorite quotes, as you can see. And the reason why I'm writing favorite quotes is so that when I do go back to read the book, I'll be able to just highlight my quotes easily. So Evangelist is definitely dropping the gems. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm not gonna get the quotes. I'll share my quotes at the end. But I'm gonna go and get back to this movie, and I will chat with you all in a few seconds. Alright guys, so I finished this movie with about 10 minutes to spare, 15 10 minutes to spare, and let me just say it was beautiful. I found myself getting teary-eyed. I found myself excited, over the top. I would say if you're watching this with your kids, be mindful, not because some of the conversations can go over their head, but there is a particular fighting scene. For me, I loved it. It was a scene with the dragon versus Christian. I loved it. There is a scene where I don't want to spoil it, right? But there is another scene towards the end that some kids might find a little dark. So I would say if you're watching this, make sure you watch it as like a Bible study with your kids, so that they have a better understanding of what's being, told in the movie, as well as the message behind the movie. Because if you're just letting a little kid watch this movie, they'll think it's just an action-packed movie about a guy going on a journey fighting dragons, honestly, because that's pretty much what it's like. But there's so much more depth, and as an adult going on 32 years old, I thoroughly enjoyed this. 5-star movie all the way. I'm even more excited to read the book. I am so excited for Christian and the things that Christiana's gonna go through. I think this book has all of the material. Yeah, so this part has the journey of Christiana and the children, as well as Christian. So I'll have the first portion of Christian's journey, which I pretty much saw in the movie, and then Christiana's part of her journey, which I think I showed a snippet towards the end of her like getting the paper. So cute. I tried to keep it as spoiler free as possible without sharing certain scenes and certain information, but I 100% recommend this movie for adults, for children, for churches, for unbelievers, for believers, for all types of people, because this was really good. The CGI animation was amazing, and just running across the different characters I adored. My notes are hefty. So we have people like the interpreter, which I knew who the interpreter was, which I loved. We had the King's Herald, which I loved. The King's Herald, they were fire. They were bomb.com. You have Watchful, you have the Shepherd, you have the Flatterer. Like, there were so many things taught through this movie that I truly enjoyed. So many quotes I have here, like so many quotes are written here. So I cannot wait to dive into the book and really get a fuller understanding of the story that he wrote versus the movie. But the movie did such a fantastic job. I enjoyed it. Some of my favorite scenes were definitely the Swamp of Despondency scene where Christian was saved by help. The fighting scene, of course, we loved it. I'm sorry, both fight scenes were fire. And this is me. I'm an anime girl. I love me some anime, and so anything with a fight scene, I'm here for it, okay? I loved when Hopeful decided to go forward. I'm not going to continue on with that because it's going to spoil another important part of the scene, but Hopeful is a character that Christian comes across, and he's a black man, which I love to see. It wasn't a lot of black characters, but again, it is what it is. But I loved me some Hopeful in the movie. And I think for me, the most childish is that even like the right way to say childish? Not childish, but the most purest scene for me was a scene with Christian and the Fireflies. You got to see the movie to know what I'm talking about. But that was like the purest scene of straight joy and laughter. And it was a reminder to me to just find joy in not just the small things, but also in creation in and of itself. Because Christian had so much joy and he laughed so hard over some fireflies, and it was the cutest thing ever. It was so wholesome, and for me that hit because that is something that I kind of struggle with, and I'll talk more about it. Not that I struggle with it, but it has definitely been one of the things that has followed me through the years. And though I've overcome depression and things like that, of course depression tries to find its way back. We got that on lock. Not me, but specifically Jesus Christ and God, because I don't got it on lock. But there are moments where I don't smile. I haven't smiled an honest, truthful smile in years, and my pastor noticed it. Obviously, my family notices it, and I want to genuinely find my smile again. Like, I want to smile authentically and truly again, and it's been years since I've done that, right? And so, just with all the prophetic words that have been coming to me, all the confirmations, all the conversations I've had with God, on top of this movie, it just really, for me, had an eye-opening experience as far as joy versus happiness and things like that. And yeah, this really was a well-written movie. It was so good. They did such a great job. And though I have not read the book, I know the book gonna be fire. So I'm already anticipating this to be a 5-star. I'm gonna have a reading blog on this. It might take me some time because it's a classic and it looked a little hefty. But I'm even more excited now because I know who the characters are from watching that. It doesn't have all the characters, but just from speaking with seeing the interpreter, the shepherd, you know, going through the city of Vanity Fair, like the different cities, the different characters, all the names and titles of these places had a particular point to them. Like there was a purpose in them being named that way, and it made so much sense. And so I highly recommend it. I loved watching this, and I can't wait to watch another Christian allegory soon. But that is it for this video. If you made it to the end of this video, post up this because it was a movie vlog. If you watch this movie, let me know. But I'm gonna get out of here because I gotta get my son in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And so yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.